Hello and welcome to the Code Maven channel. Hi, Rachel.
Hello, everyone.
So thank you for watching the previous video, and thank you, Rachel, for working with me. It was really, really nice that I like type and learn a lot of things. How are we going to continue with this workout application? Did you make plans already for today?
I did not make plans for today. So at the end of last week, we made a pull request of the changes, which were adding the front end for creating a new workout. But we don't have the back end endpoint yet, and we definitely need to tidy up the code a bit. There's lots of comments in there and stuff. So yeah, I guess we continue with that. I don't mind who drives first.
We can. So would you like to continue with the front end? I'm not sure I understood, or the back end.
I think probably we should start on the back end, but maybe let's get it running. One of us get it running, share the screen, and then see where we're at. I think we're making a request that doesn't exist to an endpoint. So.
Okay, so maybe it's this time you're driving.
Okay. Okay, so can you see my my IDE?
Yeah, I can see your IDE.
Okay, cool. So
you would like to work? We had we worked some on the front end, and it missed. It was missing its back end part, right? That's what.
I think so. But should we get it running again and just confirm?
Yeah, sure.
That, I guess. So I think we had. Right, we disabled the lint, which is why.
I think you just ran npm start.
Yeah. And then from another terminal.
So there are like all kind of things. For example, I'm working now on an application where I use Docker and Docker Compose, and that can be a direction later on if you're interested. I don't know how much you know about Docker.
Yeah, I mean, I've used it at work, but never on my own sort of thing.
Okay, so
yeah, it's possible. Okay, so front end, back end running. We added this create a workout.
Yeah.
Let me just open my console here. That's not a great start. We can look at that in a bit.
Oh, I found it, this one here.
Okay, and this is kind of, I guess, what we expect. If you're posting to API/workout and we get a 404 not found.
Can you enlarge those fonts, please, in that window?
I do not know how I would do that. Is there
Control-Shift+ doesn't work there?
Oh, maybe. Yes, it does. Nice.
Okay, good.
Better?
Yeah, it's better. It's very far. Yeah. Okay, now it's made even better. Thanks.
Cool. Okay. So this is what we expect, and then there's also a couple of these uncaught and promise.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember that we also added the call to the backend. Okay.
Okay, we've also got an uncaught and promise unexpected token in JSON at position 0. Workout created line 30. In our handle submit function, we've also got an error. But so okay. Okay, so we were in this workout creator. Let me close the other things for now. Let's minimize that. Right, so we were doing a fetch here, and it was throwing, I guess maybe we're just throwing an exception because we
didn't have anything selected, maybe, if you select something?
I did select something.
Okay. So can you print out the JSON?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I would expect that to live reload. That it's a bit weird that didn't. Still, okay. 1, 2. I click save.
Okay, so it says.
We've got a type. I mean, this looks okay. I mean, I guess we can try and fix this. We're not getting a 404.
So it might be the response that it's
yeah, we
it's
actually. So what if
yeah.
we just put a catch in here, perhaps?
Okay.
For now, we just. Oh. My shortcuts aren't working. That's interesting. I updated WebStorm and my shortcuts seem to have broken. Never mind. Okay, so let's try and just log the error and maybe that will fix it.
Okay.
Yes. No. Well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's the error message. So
because before it was unhandled, that's fine. Okay.
That's the.
It's a weird error message though.
So that's the 404 returns you something and it didn't like it. The 404 probably returns just an HTML. It's not.
And we call response.json, but actually we get a 404 HTML, as you said. Yes, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So we should add our endpoint, which is gonna, yeah. Okay. So now we get the backend.
Okay.
Which is in Python. So I'm probably going to need some.
Yeah, I looked at it a little bit.
Okay, cool. So at the moment is very simple. We just have and at the moment everything's in this API class. So we've got through it's for getting things, and I guess now we're trying to post to API/workouts that doesn't exist.
Yeah. So you need to add a method. So wait a second. This is just get methods. So we'll have to also have a
yes.
The same. So the API workout, and then it's a method post. So shall I tell you what to write here, or I don't know what should be the situation here? How much am I the navigator there in this case?
I would be happy for you to tell me. I mean, otherwise I'm going to look it up, I guess. So
okay, so it's just the same app route and then the pass and then comma and methods and then.
Oh, in here, okay.
Yeah, in the methods and equal a list basically, and that it has so it's a square brackets, and then inside there you put a string saying post.
Okay, cool.
And then you give some function name to it. So I basically what I do that I have slides for it, also for teaching this stuff, and because I always forget everything, so I'll just look it up for there. That's basically how. Okay, so now this should just return for now. Just return some JSON, and we'll see that. Okay. You can just say okay and equals or yeah, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
And let's see if this responds better on that side. I think you can just click again. API workout post.
500.
Internet
okay.
server. Okay, it's a 500. Okay, let's go there. Expected indentation block. Some indentation didn't like there.
But this looks like okay to me, no? Okay, line 111, this one here. Did I get some brackets wrong or something? Oh, maybe expected an indented block, def create workout. I mean, it looks the same as this one.
It might be just that if you save it again, or
it should auto save.
Yeah, but so I mean, I encounter sometimes that it's sort of stuck halfway after
It's
save.
slow. Yeah, okay.
Do
you think restarting it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Let me just.
Well, let's just try that again to see if that makes sense. Yes, there you go. You're right. It just took a while.
Yeah, it happened to me. I had once this really strange situation when we had editing on one computer and remote SSH, somehow the editor was saving on another computer, and we saved and we switched to a terminal to run it, and it was totally broken because it wasn't not the full file was saved yet. It was on the way being saved to the through the network, and it drove us crazy for an hour till they figured out that this is the problem.
And then the thing is that the sort of issue where you wait like a few minutes, then it works again. That's okay, and we can see here return 200. We're not posting the response or anything, but that's fine. Okay, so
if you look in the web application now, does it still?
It was happy. We now blew up because we're trying we're trying to get the response and set state. So, and in fact, we did expect something in the response, didn't we?
The data and the ID, yeah.
Yes.
So the set state was
return an ID. Fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, so there must be something in here.
So we just get the parameters in the same way as we are doing this post. So
I'm passing it a title.
It's just request.form. So there is a dictionary called request.form, and then you can get the. Actually, that's interesting how you get it as a JSON. I'm not sure.
Should I look at the docs at this point?
Yeah, look it up. I'm not sure if. So it's in if it's a regular post request, then you have a
Okay, no, this was a Flask extension. That's not quite what I had in mind.
So how do we send it? It's just we just send it. Okay, I don't know how we send it. You can try this response.form if we have a key value pair.
We have a key value pair.
Where is the code?
So I can call this get JSON maybe.
Okay. On the request object?
Yeah.
Let's see that one.
Or sorry, there is a calls get JSON with default arguments. So sorry, do I need to put request here? Or I have it.
No, you don't need that. It's just you have to import it if you haven't from Flask. Yeah. And then you can So do you already have logging in this Flask application? If not, then we can.
Don't think so.
So just type in up. It's up, yeah. Up.logger.info. Let's say. Yeah, and no, it app up. And then you can put anything in there, but we probably have to set also the log level first. So maybe at the top you can, at the top of the code, you can just say app. So once you have the application, just say app.logger.set level with the capital L, yeah. No.
Oh, okay, that's not very Python.
and then insiders you put logging.info with info being all capitalized. So it's logging here is you put in logging and .info. And for this you probably also have to import logging.
Yes. Okay.
No, not from there. That's just import logging. That's the regular logging system. So that's the package code logging of Python, and Flask is just using it behind the scene.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And so wait, what are we doing down here? Just logging JSON. So this should log to my terminal here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's there.
Great.
Okay, so now you would like to store it in the database, right?
Yes. Well, okay. So at the moment, so I know you said you had a look at it already. Yeah, at the moment, like there's a set kind of format for a workout in that you have to have. I think you have to have six exercises and 2 sets. So you have to have 12 exercises basically. So I don't know if we should. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, I guess let's store it in the database and deal with that later.
Sorry, so you say that the workout is like fixed size each workout?
At the moment, yes, because
okay.
Yeah.
So what is it? It's like it's at 6 widths.
Yeah, so it's like if we go here, yeah, like two of 6. So 12
okay.
together, and then 2 sets of 6.
Okay, well, that's it for now. But yeah, I guess you can leave some of them empty, right?
Yeah, and I guess we can save it anyway, and then because if you're creating, you can create it however you want. So I guess we save it, and then it will blow up when it tries to bring it back, so we can handle it then.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. All right. Yes. So yes, we want to save it. So we've got the JSON. We want to add this. Okay. So we've got.
So what do we have this in this JSON? We have the title. We don't have a user here, anything like that, right? Yet.
No.
It's just a single user, everything.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have the exercises, which just a bunch of IDs and true or sometimes maybe false values.
We think, yeah, I mean, that's a good point. But we think we're filtering out the filters, right? No, are we?
I don't remember if we've already filtered out the falses, maybe in the submit, yeah.
No, we didn't yet.
Or it's okay to filter out in the Python part, or,
yeah,
making sure that at least we do there.
We only insert them if that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you have you use Sql Alchemy, I saw.
Yes.
So where is that? You already have some code here that writes to the database?
No.
I
haven't done by the migrations.
Okay.
No, we only do this query.filter, like get and gets basically. So I guess we can link this up as well. Sql Alchemy.
Trying to look at if I have something for this. I have a bunch of them, but I hardly used it. Okay, so you just call it the object insert, and then you give it values.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Just above your.
And we have, so it's going to look a bit like, so our basic workout.sql. So we want to add into, so we're going to want to insert into workout the name, and then we're going to want to insert into workout exercise the ID of this that's just been entered, the exercise ID, which we've been giving the JSON, and then the position, we can just like go 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so workout first, then workout exercise. So we should be able to do something like, so do this, and then workout.insert.
So we have an object called workout now?
We do have an object.
Okay.
Yeah, so before I was putting just functions on these objects. I mean, I guess we need to pull them out of here really, but it's a mess at the moment. Would you put it on as like maybe a static method on workout?
Okay, I don't know.
Let's maybe do that. So
okay, so you prefer to put everything in this workout class?
I think so, and then we obviously pull this out of the API, and so we have the classes separately.
So wait, I'm not sure. So why don't you just call workout.insert?
I mean, I guess we could. I guess here I was going down the pattern of not calling the SQL functions directly from the API methods.
Okay. I never really used ORMs well. They always backfired, so I stopped using them. So okay, so then inside here you have workout.insert.
Yeah. And this has a name and a. So you just gave it the object, was it?
Yeah,
Dot value.
values, and then there you can put in. Okay.
No, name equals okay.
Can you show the documentation for a second, please? Okay. And this response, it gets you the object, and in that object there should be an ID, right?
Does it give me the object? I hope so.
It returns this insert something, and that you can the INS that's in the example. Though they stringify it, so I don't know why.
Yeah, this is weird documentation. Okay, so we should be able to do like workout equals.
And then people, maybe you need to commit. I don't know if there is an auto commit configuration.
Yeah, this is yes, we do. Looks like.
You do it needs a connection execute. So do we have the connection object here?
No.
So how did we connect to the database?
We just called this and it did it for us. I mean, no, okay. How do we connect to the database?
Well, let's just try it. So let's just
so we have a DB, and then these are models. I mean, it feels like no, maybe we do need to commit.
I would just try it for now as it is, see if it commits it. If not, then so in my example where I have, it just says like it would just say workout.add, not even insert. It would say add and then commit. But that's maybe different.
As in you would call commit on the end of this, like that.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Let's just see what happens.
What happens? Yeah. Okay.
And maybe so it might be a wild suggestion. Maybe we should write tests for this, so we won't run the web API. We don't need we won't need the web API in order to the website. Okay, the front end in order to test these. That's gonna be faster.
That sounds like a good idea. We haven't set up any testing yet, so yeah.
Okay. So I mean I think it's going to be the iteration will be faster.
Yeah.
And at the end you'll also have a test.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, okay.
So you can try to, where is this? Not here. So you can try to add the file. So let's just let's try with this. Write a file called test something, test underscore something. In the API, you can call it. You can make it. You can put it there. So it's test underscore API. Let's say .py. Then we import the application there. So import. I don't know. It's called API, right?
Yeah.
File. Okay. So import API. And then you write a function, create a function, which is again test underscore API, let's say. Again, it doesn't really matter what the name is. There we get the application, the client. So you type in, I don't know, app, let's say app equals to the API.app.
Yeah, okay.
Dot test underscore client. Interesting, it doesn't offer it, and the parentheses.
But this is WebStorm, so it might not know.
Sorry?
This is WebStorm, so you know.
Okay, so parentheses.
This is like a test thing coming from Flask.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now put the parentheses, and then you can call. Let's say the next line is sorry.
So I can do like app.post or something.
You can say app. Let's say with a get. Let's start with a get. That's easier. Okay. That's app.get and then some route. So in parentheses you put in some route. Yeah. And then you assign this to some variable. I don't know, RV or response. Okay. And then you can print out for now, just print response.status. And let's run this. Let's see if.
How do we run this?
Just to type in PyTest, sorry. I don't know how do you run it from the IDE, but if you have a terminal, then in the terminal you just type in PyTest, and assuming PyTest is installed.
Well, again, I don't think it is. I think there's some we can probably set the idea, but yeah, let's try this first.
Yeah.
So let's cd to the API.
Yeah, and just type in PyTest, and pip install PyTest for now, and then we'll also have to add it to the requirements, I guess.
Do I need to do something with a virtual env at this point?
Sorry?
Do I need to do something with the virtual env or?
Well, it has to be in the virtual env, isn't it? Are we not in the virtual env?
No.
Type in which Python. and then we'll see. So we are not in the virtual env. So to source it, then I guess here, source vent, yeah, /bin/activate, and try PyTest again. Maybe now it's there already. No, okay.
But that's okay. Yep. And that doesn't save it to my requirements. It's not like doing with npm. Like I would then need to add it to, so it's added this version. So I would go to my requirements text and I would add it in here, right?
Yeah, you don't have to set the version number. You can just say PyTest and that's it. And
oh,
it will
cool.
get the
I can
latest.
do this and it's.
And it will just get the latest. And it usually works. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
I had an encounter where we upgraded 2 plugins of PyTests, and one of them, the upgrade of one of them broke the other one. So, but it can happen. Okay, so now just run PyTest -s.
Oh, -s. What does the -s do?
-s prints out whatever the test has been printing.
Nice. Okay.
So there is the 200. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So now instead of because normally it just hides everything it's being printed. So instead of the print, just let's keep it. Okay. Instead of the print, no. Oh, wait a second.
Oh yeah, we assert that this is 200.
Right, assert, whatever the way you pronounce that word. You can remove the parentheses. That's not needed there. And then the status, then the whole thing is equals to this string 200 space okay. So equal to 200 okay. And that's basically the test. And it's okay. Yeah. So if you run it again, now without s, with s doesn't really matter. It's still. And if yeah, do something else and see that it will fail.
Nice.
Okay. And now you can actually, you can print out what is the, you can print out again response.data. Yeah, just you need the parentheses because it's Python 3. And then we can see whether it's what you're expecting.
I mean, maybe, well, I guess this relies on the DB migrations having run, which they have run because we started the app. So
yeah, we'll have to. I saw that like a few things are like hard coded where the database is and so on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for the test, we'll have to make sure that we have a separate test database, and
yes.
And that's being upgraded. Yeah. Well, for now, I mean, but for now you can just say that okay, this is basically you can take this JSON and tell that the response data is.
Oh, is this string?
So, yeah, it's.
Or would you do something like?
Okay, so it's a string now because it was already stringified to JSON. So you might. That's interesting. What we are going to do. So I don't know. Maybe you can say under data you can say .json or something, or the whole thing we just have to use.
Let's see. That would be nice. I see what you mean.
Maybe not sorry. Maybe it's not data.json, but instead of just JSON, response.json.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then you can compare that to just copy paste this whole thing for now.
Yeah. Okay. It's better than no test. I agree. Great.
And then later we can figure out improve that.
Can you do equals like this with your?
Yes.
Okay.
And then if you run it, then it should just say that it's fine.
All right.
Okay. So now you can copy this whole thing. Okay. Yeah, better. You can copy the first or whatever. Actually, the first 2 lines. The rest is going to be different.
Can we put this in a setup or something?
We can.
It's not worth it.
For now, not.
Yeah.
So we'll have to leave something for refactoring as well. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so should we now do the new one, the post?
Yeah, we can do the new one now.
Oh my goodness, that was a terrible spelling. Create workout. So now we're going to do app.post, and it was to this, and I want to give it some. Can I just do this?
So what I do is it's interesting how I usually do data equal and then and the dictionary.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. And when you say dictionary, you mean like this, or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Like an object in JavaScript.
Yeah, that's how I think of it, and I just wanted to check that was right.
Yeah, so a dictionary is in Python is what a hash in Perl, an object usually in, yeah, it's just different names to make sure that we get confused.
And it's going to look like name, colon, thing, exercises, like something like this. It's going to look like what I posted from here.
Yes, exactly what you posted. So you can just copy whatever you would normally post there. Okay.
And we know this isn't going to happen yet, but we want to assert the response.status. It's the same.
Yeah, it should be probably 200 okay at the end, right?
And then we're going to want response.json to look a bit like.
Yeah, the dot after assert now.
Oh, yeah.
Too many dots, yeah.
This is interesting syntax. So here we wanted there to be an ID returned. So let's.
Yeah, so assert is just a statement in Python, basically. It's not a function. And it just gets a true false statement.
Okay. And everything to the right of it just evaluates that.
Sorry?
So assert will just evaluate everything after it. Yes.
And then if it's true, then it's true, and then it's happy, and if it's false, then it raises an exception. And then PyTest does its magic to catch those exceptions, and report them as test failures.
Can you also write it like something like this?
That's the style of the unit tests package of Python.
Okay, that's what I've seen before. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the style, and these days I think PyTest is way more popular because you don't have to remember all these all these function names.
Right.
So here you can do any kind of comparisons, and the PyTest does a fairly good job to showing you that you were expecting this, but you got this. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah. Okay, so
I think we probably want to go in the database, get the thing out, and get the ID. So maybe for now we just ignore that.
You can for now we can just print it out, whatever the response JSON is. So we'll see that
okay,
you're doing something or not. Yeah. Okay, and then you can run it, and then okay. Up
post. The bracket there.
Yeah, there is a pair of parentheses there.
We have this one, weirdly.
Okay, so it was closing, it wasn't opening. And then one thing you can do, so you can also add, okay, that's a capital T.
Right, that's because I copied some JavaScript, well, some actual JSON, interestingly, but this is going to translate it.
Okay. And you can also, so before we continue, you can add also a -v flag after this, the -sv, yeah. So just we'll see the names of these tests. So you can see that it's called now, and now, so you can run now PyTest, the same PyTest, but you can also add after the end this name test API.py double colon, and then the test create workout. So just copy the name of the test, and that will, yeah. Okay.
Just run one test.
And then it will only run this test, and it's very useful. Especially, I mean, now we only have one single other test, but
yeah, okay.
When you have a lot, then you can focus on the one that you're testing.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, and it says okay, that's fine. And what did it print? Nothing. So the response JSON was
no this.
Oh, this is the response JSON.
This is the response because we hard coded it.
Okay. Good. So now we will have to try to see if call the database basically from the API, right?
Yes. Which we should be able to get via app.db. Is that a thing?
No, you call the workout. Not in the test, in here in the application. So there is the route, and in the route you should call the database.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought we were going to build it out from the test. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could write separate tests just for the database level, but I mean, for now, it's probably better to write the whole route. So here you can, you try just to create this thing, and then we'll see what happens then.
Okay, and we are getting, so we have this JSON, and so this is a dict, and I can do something like JSON dot title.
I don't think, I think you need to put that in square brackets, and I think it's a dictionary, so it's not an object.
Yes, you're right. Okay, so the JSON
and quotes around the title.
Quotes does Python like? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. So.
Okay.
Okay, and that's going to call this function, which may or may not do what we think.
Yeah.
And let's run the test.
And it says app.log. Okay.
Oh, is that not right? What did we have before?
App.logger.info, yeah.
Yeah, it was close.
Okay.
App.logger.info. Same error, so we did something wrong before that. Goodness.
Go to the last line of the error message.
This is our code.
Yeah. So the type is non-type object is not subscriptable. So the JSON seems to be none. Whatever we get as where we access, where is it in which line? Yeah, in the JSON title. So this JSON seems to be none. It seems that it thinks it's none. So can you print?
So this log isn't coming out in the test. Is that true?
Can you? Okay. So can you return the JSON online?
Yes.
Like before everything. Instead of that, just leave that there. Just a line after 118. Just put in the return JSON, and then we'll see what's being returned. Because maybe the way we are passing in the data, so it says 500.
We got a 500. Oh wait, let's comment. Let's do that. So then we're going to print. So we weren't printing. We were asserting that 200. So let's do now. So it doesn't print the response. It fails before it gets to the print.
Can you scroll out of it? Okay, so
Oh, none.
Let's go back to the
None.
Okay, none. Okay.
So this isn't working.
So it's not the way that, so the way that, so this is how you submit normally posts, but
it's not coming through.
But not,
JSON.
wait a second, that's not the way that you're submitting JSONs, okay?
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
let me try to find the one that I have here. I'll need to really update my slides so it won't be Flask JSON API test. Okay, so I'm submitting it.
Like maybe we just need to set some headers.
No, I don't have the example for submitting the JSON. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, maybe here. That's probably just passing in.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like just some JSON equals true or something.
Yeah, it's probably JSON equals to the structure instead of data equals to the structure.
Let's try that. That's a good enough guess.
Flask test submit JSON.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, that worked.
That worked.
Okay. So
we're printing the thing where we got a 200. We returned here. We didn't do any of this stuff.
okay. That's about what you can now you can remove this print there, sorry, the return there, and see what's going on now.
Excellent. Okay, workout has no attribute insert. Interesting.
Okay.
Can we copy that from the internet? Workout, create workout.insert.
So try add. I don't think it's, I don't know what this insert is. Just
okay.
add, and then I think in the add inside you already, no, that's oh, that's totally different what I'm talking about. That's not add.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, let's start from the top. No. Let's start from insert expressions.
But that's, so what is users here?
What is users here? Table users. Users is a table.
Okay, and in our case,
It's a model. It's a db.model. So I think we're at a different level than this. Does this talk about models? Oh my goodness. No. Sql Alchemy.
What version of, oh, it's okay. 1.14.
Right, not this quick start. Declaring models. The base class for your models is model. Yes, right. Basically, I followed you.
That's the Flask Sql Alchemy. Okay, so that's even a wrapper around it. Sure. So we should read this one. Yeah.
Some relationships. Okay, but now I have this. Okay, next select.
Do you have insert? Yeah. Oh, there it should be. Add. Okay.
db.session.add db.session.commit. So okay, something like this. Great. We weren't even close. Right. So this is going to be workout equals workout, and you don't even need to give it that, which is a bit weird. So it would just be workout name.
Just workout name, okay.
And then these two things. That is. db.add workout, db.session.commit. And then how do I, okay, and then you'll get the ID from it.
Yeah.
If you do the commit, your user will have an ID, which is what we want. So this should then give us, okay, let's try. So creating a workout takes two things.
Can you go back to the documentation for a second, please? Okay. That looks good, though.
But is this because so I tried to create it with just a name, but it needs the name and an ID? I was kind of hoping the ID would just kind of happen.
Wait a second. Why do you need to do this ID equals DB column, the description? That's not taken. That's how you describe your model. It's not read from the SQL database.
It should be, I think, read from the SQL database. Maybe I don't need this. Let's just go back one because I'm pretty certain I used this tutorial.
Okay.
Yeah, look, they did this.
They did this. Okay, they defined their model there. Okay. So let's go back. And then where was it? It says something about stable. Can you go back to the code and go up in the code? It says that workout. So the class workout is a DB model, and then DB column something, and then you have all kind of static methods. And the workout, so where is the init of this? The init of this is inherited from the DB.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's inherited from there. And can you show me now the how it's written, the insert part in the documentation? It says admin and admin, and so go back one slide here, one page. It says the user. What was the user example here?
Yeah, username and ID, username and email.
Okay, so that's why it's passing in two values. And that's primary and nullable and Flask. So what do I have? DBI.
No, wait, it is this bit, isn't it? All your models should have a constructor, so make sure to add one if you forgot. Constructors are only used by you, not by Sql Alchemy internally, so it's entirely up to you how you define them.
But do we have in the example any of the constructors there?
We do not. Oh, well, let's check the others.
In their documentation.
Yeah, no. No examples. I mean, we can just add we just add one with name, I guess. How do I do that? How would I do that in Python?
You define a function called the underscore init.
Ah, okay.
Which gets self and the parameters you want. But I don't think that's really the. It's really strange that we have to do this now.
And then you do like self.name equals name.
If you, but I mean, there is already a name attribute in this class.
Yes.
So
you shouldn't need to do that.
Yeah. No, this what you wrote is normally there when you declare really your attributes here.
Right, but we've already done this here, is your point. Yeah, that's weird. Let's see what happens.
It passed, but what happened?
Well, yeah, that's a very good question.
Did we print out the logger printed out something? Oh, PyTest.
Yeah, the logger's not exactly. The logger's not printing out.
Yeah, there is a flag that that you might want to add, and I'm looking for it now. No. Huh?
It added it. Look.
Okay.
I did a select star from workout, and it worked.
Good.
Okay, but
That's
as you said, yeah, is there a thing to make the tests print?
Can you just run PyTest -h through a pipe so we can see what's yeah, something I don't know what's going on. I remember a flag saying something log to log.
There's a bunch of log things, but I just want to log to the console, like some sort of log to console out. Oh, you can do minus log. Okay, because the default log level. No, that shouldn't make sense. Goodness, there are many options.
So just try to pass in -log CLI level equal debug. but that's.
I mean, that's
Now this is
that threw exception because it tried to.
the unique constraint, yeah.
Yeah. That did log out info. Look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least we'll be able to see our log messages. Okay, so we have this, and now maybe we'll need to improve our testing, so we won't.
We can run it for a second time.
So we can run, yeah, we can run them in a second time. So where do we have the database? Where do we have the path to the database, basically? So where do we set the? I think I saw that it has been set in several places, but can you search for this workout app.db? I think it's in at least 2 places. I think I saw. No, don't remove it. Just search for it.
The shortcuts I'm expecting to work are not doing what I expected to. So
no problem.
There you go. Two places. I mean, we can ignore this first. So this one in api.py, and then the yo-yo, the migrations, which are running. The migrations are running every time the app starts at the moment. That shouldn't cause a problem for our test, but it does mean that.
How does yo-yo know where to look for its own configuration file? Maybe we'll have to have a yo-yo configuration file for each test run. So do you know where yo-yo looks for?
I don't know, maybe, but I wonder if you can give it like a test one or something.
Even that I wouldn't. I would. So okay, I'll tell you how I would do this, and we can figure it out. So okay. I would probably. I mean, I would create some temporary, because we are doing SQLite, which is just a file-based something. I would create a temporary directory, put the database file there. And for each run, we'll have a separate test directory. It also allows us to run the tests in parallel and without them interacting with each other.
Okay, yeah.
And so because we are using this yo-yo to generate the database basically and change the schema. So. And because it needs the database here, maybe it can accept the database path as an environment variable, this yo-yo, or maybe we can create this yo-yo configuration file for each test run, and then tell yo-yo, okay, use that configuration file, and then we will create this file. So we create a temporary directory. We put the yo-yo configuration file there with this SQLite entry updated already. And then it will let it run. Maybe that's the thing. So do you know where this yo-yo, how does it get triggered? Because I have no idea.
We are triggering it
just by importing. Oh no, okay, here it is.
No,
I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay, so and where is the configuration file? It doesn't say.
No, no.
Okay, so let's look for yo-yo.
Yeah.
Path to configuration. There's a yo-yo test.
That's actually, look, which involves running between markers.
What is that? It's nothing to do with this total a different yo-yo?
Definitely a different yo-yo. Look at this.
Okay. like what is yo-yo? Is this the thing that you throw
yeah,
in the,
yeah.
okay,
So I guess this makes sense because you're running back and forwards to the.
yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. I hadn't heard of that. Okay.
Configuration file. Okay, so go to the configuration file. Maybe that's where you. Okay, that's not what.
Well, if you don't want one.
Config file inheritance and includes. There is something. Okay. Environment variables. Oh, that's how to use in the configuration file.
Yes. But we could. Right. And we don't really want to.
But this is yo-yo itself, and you're using a Python module, right? Wrapping yo-yo.
Yes.
So let's look for yo-yo Python, maybe. Maybe.
No,
Or
this is
this is this.
Yeah.
Okay, from yo-yo import step, but
I followed this. In fact, like exactly copied this. Yeah.
what was that? That
Calling you from Python code to do the migrations.
read migration, and that's the.
But it's funny that you call backend get backend, although you've already given yo-yo that. So I wonder if it, because you're calling DB URI here, I wonder why you need this one as well. I assume you do need this one as well.
Where does it get the data? It has to know where the database is.
But you pass it here.
Oh, okay. So try to comment out the other one, or remove this one, and then see if. What if you just remove the database file and run this whole thing again? I didn't mean the ini file. I meant the database itself.
Yeah, okay.
Well, this one now, well, actually, maybe it will do something. Okay. So it doesn't need to be there.
Doesn't need to be there, which means it only needs to be in the code.
Okay. So now let's change the test. So let's comment out the second test for now, or we'll just run the first test. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. In the function, the test get workout, type in tmp_dir inside the parentheses. Yes, tmp_dir dir. No, it's one without underscore. Okay. So it gets the temporary directory, and
nice.
We can now create I think in the temporary directory. I think you can, next line, you can say TMP dir, I can't say dir, it's dir for me. And I think you try dot and see if it gives you something. What are all these things? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's suggested anything remotely useful.
So just let me look for this PyTest TMP dir.
Well, I wonder why you do that. I'm going to open up PyCharm and see if that might give us better suggestions.
Well, that's true. So it just wow. It doesn't even work this way. Okay, I just found something totally different that I are used to. So you can say TMP underscore pass instead of TMP dir. Let's see if this works.
So
Okay.
PyCharm and it's
we can wait for PyCharm.
It's just slowed everything down.
Yeah, I mean, PyCharm should know Python a lot better.
Okay, you were saying TMP what?
So I am looking at a slide where it says instead of TMP, it's TMP underscore path, and then in there you say let's say TMP underscore path space slash space and then the string.
Okay, and this will be like
test.db.
Yeah.
And assign the whole thing to some variable. Yeah, and this is now the DB, okay? And so this is the path to the database. So now let's go back to the application where we have the actual path written.
Right, which at the moment is just hard-coded here.
Okay, so I would put here just an, I would say, okay, you can just say that we default, we'll try to use os.environ, some environment variable. And if it's not there, then we use this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so put os.environ. I think that's how, and then you give a name there inside a string, whatever, let's say, workout DB. Okay, and then or yeah, you have to import OS icon, and then you or.
Okay, so it's the same as like the same as JavaScript.
I'm not sure now, but yeah.
Yeah. This should be the other. This should be like this.
No, that's not good. So Python. So it's os environ.get then. .get, and then because this will raise an exception if the environment variable doesn't exist. This will return none if okay. And
okay.
Is this how I do? I don't know. I don't think that is how I do it.
While you're doing this, I'm just going to go to WebStorm and copy that. with the test command, and I'll.
So I think I don't use this style of or. I'll just have a regular if else. So yeah, I think but we can try this or. I don't know if it works. So I think I'll just have assign from the environment variable.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, then assign the other one. Now we still need to assign this workout DB in the test, but so are you inside the APIs directory?
No, good point. Oh, I commented that test out, that's why.
Okay, so just run the test without any name.
Okay, I mean, it's failing, that's why I just wanted to check we could run it from Python,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay, so you can put so before, okay, there are a couple of things here that are now not really good, but let's go back. So we have this, and in here, the next line we'll need to create this environment. So you put it os.environ, and then you can use the square bracket and the name of the variable, workout, what was that, workout DB. And then you assign to this whole SQLite thing. So
right, so it needs to look like this.
Yeah.
But with the thing on the end.
Or maybe you just pass in the name of the file, and here inside you create the string.
I think that's better.
So probably you want a variable which is called db file. Or DB file, and then from the DB file create the DB URL.
And this is actually going to be what this can still be that.
So I'm not sure. Yeah, and this should be this. Yeah, and here you just concatenate the SQLite prefix with. And I'm not sure this or thing works, but well, we'll see.
We can change, like, would you just have instead if that else? Oh no, you'd need to. Okay, like you said, we'll see.
Yeah,
okay.
But the problem here still is that this assignment happens when you load the API package. So when you say import API on line 1,
yep,
then this assignment actually happens. Not when the test runs. So in the API, in the application, it's
we haven't set it yet. Yeah.
So the question is, when do we need the DB URI? So we need it the next line. I see, the app config.
Yeah.
Then the app config again, and then the DB SQLite needs the app. So line 16 needs it. And then DB is used in all kind of places, right?
Yes.
Because I think this whole thing probably shouldn't be in the body of the code, but instead of that, it should be in a function that I think gets called when before the first request or something like this. I think there is in Flask before first route. Or execute once before first request. Okay, so lovely. Yes. I just got to my own article about this.
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, this is the reason I'm writing these articles, because otherwise I would just don't remember anything. So here is a link. So you have this, you can create a function, let's say before that, that's basically, right?
Yeah.
And you put so the name of the function doesn't really matter. What matters is the
annotation. Okay. This is getting very messy. We need to pull these things out, but basically, assume these aren't in here above the first route.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you put it, but yeah, and then you put all the code that's and the only thing that we still have to do with something is the, so all the code. No, just the.
Well, we will need to
16. No, wait a second. For now, just to move line 12 to 16 there.
Yes. Okay.
The up must be there, so that's clear. And move this, and then we have to figure out what to do with this the DB. Yes. I think we can just put it on the. No, I don't know. Flask. Wait, do we have here? No. Why don't I have here the example? Flask. Pass.
But maybe at this point you would call like initialize on all your models.
So, but where do we need the DB? We need it in all kind of places, right?
Yeah, we need it in the models, and we need it to apply the migrations. But actually, here we can pass that in. That's fine, and we can call that before the first thing, and then we could pass.
Oh, this apply should be in the first inside the call of the first.
Yes, and we should pass it the DB URI, I guess.
Okay.
But then the DB we need in the models, but maybe we can just like call initialize models or something, and that builds them.
Wait a second. They workout class. Why don't we pass the DB in the? Oh, sorry. Wait a second. Sorry. Workout. No, Flask add object to application. Okay, so I don't think it's really the right thing to do, but maybe we can try it for now. Just put a say in on 95, say up.d, so it's instead of db, just app.db. And then in all other places you can use app.db. And I'm quite sure that that's not really the right thing to do.
Yeah, we can try it. Okay, but, so all these we're gonna do a place of this with.
I'm getting nervous that we are making so many changes now that we won't get out of this.
Well, like it builds now.
Sorry?
I see what you mean, but I think we'll be okay. Well.
Okay, what happens if you run the test now? Where is it saying?
Okay. So
that's because
it's trying to, it's building this before it's done this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe, okay. Yeah.
Even worse, what I'm going to say is that make the DB global for now.
Let's get something working. Okay, and how would I do that?
Sorry?
How would I do that?
So you type in instead, so instead of app.db, you just go back to .db, and above it you type that one, and above it you say global DB. Just global space DB.
Okay.
That's horrible, but I'd rather have something working now and then we'll refactor it, fix it, than keep running. Name DB is not defined. Well, still, oh no, but okay.
The same problem with ordering.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure, yeah, still the problem though of the order. So.
But do we instead make a function that says like initialize model and you pass out the DB and then that creates all the models?
And then all these classes are inside that function.
Yeah.
But then you have to make, I think then you'll have to make the classes global, because otherwise they are inside the function. They are scoped to the function.
No, I wanted them to just not be initialized until.
Okay.
So like why do we need to define these why do these need to take a db.model? Why can't we like pass the db. No, they need to, don't they?
Because they inherit from db.model.
Yeah, okay. Well, we can't create this until we have the DB. That's the thing.
Okay, so what about taking the all these classes that are related to the DB to a separate file?
I think we should do that anyway. Yes.
Yes, and then they all rely on this DB, and then in that we'll have. So when it imports, then can you scroll down? How do we create this DB? Can you the line where we create the DB? So we call Sql Alchemy with the application. But how does it really work in Flask Sql Alchemy? I'm trying to figure. So it says obviously the example shows that the way that you're writing it. Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, I'm not really sure. Let's create really a function that you suggested earlier, and put all the class definitions in the function. So, I mean, above them. Whatever. I mean, we will also put these class definitions.
Oh, need to move them. Yeah, sorry, I was going to move them into it. Yeah.
Okay. Create models. Okay, and it gets the DB, and then.
I mean, it should definitely be a separate file. Yes.
Okay. And I think this will totally break because now those class definitions are local for the function.
And this is already complaining because of this.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
So what if rather than this before first request, well, no, like we want to, basically one stage earlier.
But once we are in a function, then everything is in like scoped there. So then we won't be able to create just these global objects, at least not easily. You can try to, okay, so let's try now what this global thing again. Go back to the top, go to the top where we create this class and just let's, I don't know if it works, but say global workout and global inside the function, say global and name of the class. I don't know if this would work, but it doesn't like something, but what does it say?
It's undefined.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, this is in the function. Did you mean inside the?
No, that's good, that's good. It just doesn't, it's not defined outside, but that's totally fine. So what does this work now? Does it complain?
It doesn't complain. That's a Python console terminal. As for does it work? Let's see.
Okay.
Well, it must have started the thing up okay because it doesn't like this. So this is our this bit.
It's the type error. A string expected, not a what? String expected, not a POSIX pass. Okay, so there, okay, put str in front of the call str on this one. Yeah.
Like this.
Stir, also known as stir. Run it again. And now, yeah, and then we can try what the next one. So enable the other test. Copy the first, like those lines, and then we'll move them out to
yes,
to some what time is it? Okay, we'll have 20 more minutes if. Okay, and now run it again, because now then we'll see that it really creates a separate database and inserts there. Looks good.
and actually we should be we're not deleting them. Does it delete them from the temporary directory after the test?
So the way it works, actually I don't know how this tmp_pass works, but okay. The way it works is that it keeps counting, and it keeps the last 3 test directories and then removes the old ones. So you could actually find out, you could try to print out the pass, or maybe it's already print, maybe you can see that in the output already, because it's somewhere maybe we are printing the pass to the database. But if not, then you can print out the pass in the test. No, I don't see it. So print out the pass to the test, to the test DB. There. And then we can take a look at the Yeah. Yeah, that's the long nasty one.
And I can do something like I had this instructions earlier. So sorry, now on the README.
Yeah, you can just use SQLite to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 probably you need to
3, yeah.
accelerate 3. Dot schema, try dot schema.
Just like this?
Yeah, schema, yeah. Nope, it didn't like us. Something. So no, it just doesn't have a schema inside.
No.
Can you quit this now and run ls on all the PyTest directories? You can see them. The last, almost the last one is PyTest-6. So that's where it's counting.
Sorry, where are you looking?
So in the path where the database, there is the PyTest. Yeah, there, exactly. So that's the number, the counting. So you can just list the whole directory above it. And then we can ls all the databases. So like put star in the ls the same path and then /star, I think. And maybe if you put ls minus l, so minus l, so we'll see the sizes of these.
This one has something.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know what was the other one. But yeah, so.
Well, actually, if you look, the create workout, which is the second test,
Yeah.
is total 0, and this one's total 120. So let's try one of. No, we did look at 6 though, didn't we?
We looked at 6.
Oh, but there's 2 inside 6.
Oh, so there is the test. So each one of them has 2 because the number is when how many times we run PyTest.
Right.
And then one of them, the test create workout, for some reason has 0 size, and the other one has some size. So let's see the other one if it's okay. Let's see if that has the schema ready, and then try to figure out why the other one is empty. So it looks okay, right?
And actually,
Wait a second. This one, okay. So we have a problem with the data. Yeah. So we have a problem with reusing the same database and then having the other one not being whatever created or whatever.
which is a bit weird.
Yeah, but
because we do this and get a new app each time. So even though we're doing that before request thing, it's not like. Well, anyway. Yeah.
We import. So where is the test? So we import the API first, and then at import level, I don't know what happens, but apparently that's not. So we have a problem with the importing. We still have a problem with the importing. Can you go to the API, please? The source code of the API.
So at the top, what are we doing? We're just doing. we create maybe this stuff, maybe the creating the app here. But you would think that this before first request would.
So no, we have the application, but that's I think is okay that we have the application.
Okay.
But yes, so we only have one first request, right? So because the whole application, so we have the first request once.
So we only run this one.
This actually happens only once,
yes.
right? Apparently. So well, we can put each test into a separate test file. And that should solve the problem for now.
But that doesn't feel like.
No, that's not the right solution. We'll have to figure out something better.
Yeah.
The other thing that I thought that to have this code available for us separately from the before first request, or calling it for the tests again and again. I'm not sure if that's the right thing.
There's no kind of like, I mean, is this what you're meant to do the initialization in Flask? Like, there's no kind of like add a constructor for your app and.
So there is, I think, a more class-based version of writing Flask.
Okay.
Because we are writing now route-based, but I would try now to go to the, I mean, separate the test for separate files, and
yeah, I guess we could do something like for now.
Yeah, and
the test in one or something. Okay, we can do that.
So if we have two files, and then the strange thing is though, well, it's okay, but the test passed, so.
Well, the test passed. Yes.
Yeah, but that's okay. But that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, let's do this for now. Yes. Okay.
And then you can try to run the test, and then see what. Okay, can you list the directories? So we'll see the. It's 7 should be.
Yeah.
So both have content? The current, it's also probably it's called current, probably the same.
That's kind of confusing. Look, they have. So this is 6, and that had total array. Now we have create workout, which has nothing in it.
What? And the get workout has
the same as well.
okay.
Yeah.
So it updates the wrong database. right?
Yes.
Because I am stupid. Because the way PyTest works is that it loads all the tests into memory. So we are still in the same memory footprint. So we are not even though we have separate file scripts, it's still in the same memory. Yeah.
And because we've created this once, so it still thinks it's created, or what?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's because it's loaded because the application is loaded into memory. So not because of this,
Yeah.
because of the application being loaded into memory. So
Yeah.
I would say I'm not sure that I would say we stop here, but I'm not sure if you like the idea.
No, we could. I mean, we can stop here and think about how to good ways to do this, because like it feels like I want to do this when I like the idea of do this before the first request, but for a test, I might want to. So maybe we pull this out as a function and call it from the test as well.
Yeah, we can try to do this now if you like it. So we will have.
Like we put all of this into a function.
In a function, and it's also code from before first request. But actually, you don't wait a second. You don't worry about it. Move it back. We just code before first request.
Right.
On the test.
Yeah, good point.
Let's see if that works.
So app here, and then app dot before first request. And we'll
do it for both of them now.
Leave this one, clear this, we run that. Make this much bigger. Oh, did it not? What was the function called? Yeah, before.
Yeah, but it's not.
We're not exporting this.
No, it's not that. It's apparently not how you. It's a callback function.
Oh, because okay.
So maybe you do need to separate this. Wait a second. No, it's. Can you show me how you called it?
Oh, because it should be API.
API, yeah.
Yeah.
At least for you, it's API and app. I usually have both of them called app, and that's really confusing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now let's see if the directories, the files are.
Yes.
Okay, and can you check that?
Well, let's take both of them, because one should not have that posted thing.
Yes.
So let's go. So this is the get. This get should not have that morning. So go to 8. Select star from workout. Oh. PyTest 8. No, 9. Sorry, 9. Go away. Oh no. Yes, great. Try that again.
The world is not Octa despite deck.
It forgot everything. CD API. Can you remember what I did? No. Brilliant.
You're using Mac, right?
I am using a Mac, and I can't remember anything else did. Okay, let's. I guess a while ago we reran some tests. How did that look? This one. Yeah, but not quite this.
Just without the name of the file.
My goodness.
And we probably at one point will want to hide all this.
Yes, for sure.
And actually, we get this because we enable the logging. Otherwise, we wouldn't see this.
Okay, so we want to look in this DB. There's SQLite 3. This DB, this is the create workout. Select star from workout. We have our morning. Okay, we exit this one. We come out of here, and then there should be like a get workouts. Okay. We run the same.
It's probably not the right file name.
Good point. Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Lots of butchering this thing, but
yes, but
works,
I agree. It's a pretty good kind of stopping point, I would say.
Yeah, you can move back now the test script if you would like in the file, because we don't need the separation. That it didn't help.
Yes, good point. I think yeah, let's do that.
Or you can keep them separated, whatever.
No, I mean it should be like a test for the API. I think that's pretty good. So let's delete the post one. And rename that one back. Refactor rename. Just test API. Yeah, that's
Okay.
and then I guess just check that does still work, because
yeah, at least that it passes. And then we can add all kind of things. For example, I would probably add later on that we verify that the test get workout doesn't change, the database not changed.
yes.
And though well, doesn't really matter because it runs one after the other. So
but for example, like I want to be able to put this test, like run this test before that test, and it's still, this one still passed. So yeah, as you said.
so you can do that, and then you can randomize the tests.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we don't need to, but I want that to work, I guess. So
yeah.
Expected 2 blank lines, fine.
Yeah, there are two black lines, and the import you can move to. Yeah. Okay. Good. So we made. My voice is done.
Okay, so let's go back one, see what we've done. Okay, but it's cool. We just started to do some backend stuff. That was interesting that from the ini file, we just, not that one, we just deleted.
Yeah.
We didn't need it. Okay, great.
Okay.
What did I change in here?
I don't know, git diff on it.
Wow, what just happened? I'm pasting the wrong thing.
What is G? Why not git?
I just did an alias, I mean.
And is it working inside the terminal?
Typing 2 letters is a...
Okay.
Okay, we really don't need that, so. Okay, so just backend changes, which was starting to implement this, but actually turned into like writing a test. So that's pretty good.
Okay, good. We can. Well, we're going to stop now, but we are. I'm pretty sure that it will be a good idea to set up the CI system for this later on. So
no, there are tests to run. Yes.
So
actually, there is one test. Interestingly, on the there is one test on the back end too. Oh, here you go. Here is my Husky running.
Okay.
I can probably actually, let's maybe.
Well, sorry for that. That's now broken. That's because
no, that's okay. We can. Did it add those things? Yeah. Well, let's do something. Let's do this for now. And then what was it? Well, yeah, okay, so workout creator, and I wonder if, oh, but it won't, because interestingly, if I had that in WebStorm, that would probably just work. Ha. Wait, so would it just work? Yes.
Oh, you need two editors, one for the JavaScript thing and one from Python.
Well, I haven't really worked out the best way to do that yet. Yeah.
And I see they are competing. That's
yeah,
fun.
and it's really, it's then very confusing. Yeah. So now, hopefully I can commit that because the lim would pass, hopefully. Yeah, like I wish maybe you could use IntelliJ and do both, but I have the paid version of WebStorm, so it's quite good, but then it doesn't have very good plugins for Python or anything. And then, yeah, I haven't worked it out yet. Okay. Cool. Pushed.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
I
So
will stop sharing.
we can now finish this. Please, everyone who is watching this, whoever is watching to this point, follow the channel, like the video, whatever. Comment on the project in GitHub, like the GitHub project. Okay, upload the GitHub project. And after the video, we can set the meeting for the time for the next one. Okay. And I enjoyed it myself very much. I hope that we make some progress in various ways.
Did some hacking, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So see you next time.